back on the record on People versus Shana Grissetti. Counsel, how are you and your client proceeding for arraignment purposes?
Your Honor, Tyron Ruck on behalf of Ms. Shana Grissetti. My client wishes to move forward on a proposed plea agreement.
Okay, for arraignment purposes, are you waiting for a reading standing mute?
We are, Your Honor.
Court will enter plea of not guilty. Ms. Grissetti, if you can raise your right hand, I will swear you in. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
You can lower your hand. And your name for the record?
Shanae Grissetti.
Ms. Grissetti, it's my understanding you wish to waive your trial rights and tender a plea of guilty pursuant to the plea offer. Is that right?
Yes.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you give up your trial rights, which include the right to have the prosecutor prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt? You give up the right to testify at your trial, have witnesses appear on your behalf. You give up the right to be silent at your trial, not have your silence used against you, and you give up your right to an automatic appeal. Do you understand?
I do.
Do you understand that if you are currently on probation or parole, tendering a plea of guilty could impact your status? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything other than this plea offer to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
Ma'am, I draw your attention back to October 31st, 2020, 10:54 in the evening. Were you operating a 2008 Chevrolet in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you doing so without a valid license on your person?
Yes.
Counsel, you satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Court is well satisfied, will accept the guilty plea, will amend that to a failure to display, will dismiss the remaining matters with the stipulation of probable cause.
Yes, Your Honor, so stipulate.
Those matters are dismissed. Counsel, anything you would like to say in your client's behalf?
No, Your Honor, my client just like to move forward. Is that right, Ms. Grissetti?
Yes, that's right.
All right, Ms. Grissetti, anything you would like to say prior to the court imposing sentence?
No.
Court will impose a fine of $25, mandatory court cost of $190. There's a $25 attorney fee. The Secretary of State has imposed a $45 license reinstatement fee. $285 is the total amount due. Ms. Grissetti, are you able to pay that, or do you need community service for the court imposed fines and costs?
I can pay it.
And when can you have that paid off?
I can pay it today.
Okay, so you can pay it online at the 36th District Court website. You can visit a DIVDAT, that's DIVDAT payment kiosk. There is one outside of 36th District Court, or you can pay over the phone. Do you need the telephone number?
Yes.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
It is 855
798
798 1547.
1547.
Okay. Anything else for the record, Mr. Rucker?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else, Ms. Grissetti?
No, Your Honor.
All right, that concludes your matter. You have a great day and stay safe.
Thank you, you too.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. All right, let's try Ms. Lett and see if she can hear us now. All right, Ms. Lett, can you hear me now? No. I'm going to disconnect her and see if she'll dial back in. She's the only one in the waiting room. Who we were waiting.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just waiting on her to come back.
Hey, Dad. Daddy. Okay.
I'm gonna give her until 9:30 when my docket starts, so we'll see.
Okay.
Brother, check your chat.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Ms. Lett? Nope. Ms. Lett, can you hear me?
I can hear you so much better now.
Okay, your audio is still a little shaky. Say your name.
My name is Christine Jacqueline Lebay.
All right, this is People versus Christine Let Bay. This is case number SP 1086413. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, unregistered motor vehicle. 207041701, unregistered motor vehicle. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Ma'am, can you state your name again for the record, please?
My name is Christine Jacqueline Lebay.
No, the audio is still spotty, ma'am.
Hello?
Yes. Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Your audio is still spotty. Do you have your Zoom instructions with you?
Can you hear me, Your Honor?
Barely, it's spotty. It's not sufficient. Do you have your Zoom instructions with you?
Do I have my instructions with me?
Yes, do you have your Zoom instructions with you?
I have my title.
No.
Certificate of title.
Ms. Lett, listen to my question. Do you have the instructions that show you how to dial into the virtual courtroom. Do you have that with you?
Virtual courtroom. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, Your Honor.
Okay, because it'll be better if you can call in. That way we can have clear audio. So I'm trying to get you to call in. Let me find the phone number. 1 second. Madam Clerk, you'll need to unmute the court's device.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have the dial in for the courtroom, the telephone number?
Yeah, just one moment, let me pull it up. Oh, you can give it to him.
The courtroom number for 44 is 313.
No, the dial in.
The Zoom dial in.
Oh, okay, just one moment, Your Honor.
My apologies.
You got it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's 929-436-2866.
Did you get that, Ms. Lett? Hello? Okay. We'll wait.
Hello, Your Honor.
Ms. Lett, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Couple of things. Your audio is not sufficient because it goes in and out. We need to consistently, clearly hear you.
Okay. Can
So
I come back in?
So you can call in if you want to, but here's the thing. You said you had some documentation, right?
No, I don't have the documentation.
I thought you
that
said
was
you had
given to me.
registration and did you say you had registration and insurance?
Yes, I have that. Yes.
Okay, so did you plan on showing that?
Yes.
Okay, so in order to show it, you have to get your video working. And I asked you to show your video and you denied the request to show your video. Are you going to show the documentation or do you need another court date to get your technology together? We can't hear you. Ms. Lett?
Your Honor.
Yes, Ms. Lett?
I'm still here.
Ms. Lett, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, Ms. Lett, do you need another court date to get your technology together? Hello?
It's probably going to.
Ms. Lett, we can't hear you. We cannot hear you. Do you want to call into the courtroom with the phone number you just received? Okay, let me disconnect her and maybe that'll prompt her to call in. Ms. Lett, can you hear? Ms. Lett, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Lett, your audio has to stay consistent so that we can hear you in entirety. Do you understand?
No, because this is technology.
Oh.
It's still gonna be the same result on any other court date, but
Okay, here's the thing,
Ms.
Ms. Lett. If we can't hear you, then we can't get a clear record. And I can't proceed if we can't maintain a clear record. So we'll try and work it out today, okay? Next thing, you said you had insurance and registration, right?
I don't know why you guys can't hear me.
No, we cannot, Ms. Lett. Do you want to call in over the phone?
Yes, I'll call in. Do you have a number, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
It is
Sure.
929
929
436
436
2866.
2866.
And use the same Zoom ID, okay?
Judge,
Yes.
I was just wondering, you think they're gonna keep this Zoom going? Because I'm saving a lot of money and I can make a lot more court dates with the Zoom. What you think?
I personally love it.
I do too. I can be here and there just as long as you have the devices.
I'm good with it. I'm
Yeah.
good with it. Yeah. We don't never have to come back in person.
No, right? I'm starting to get sad. I'm like, no, they're rushing this thing too much. We need to be careful.
Right.
Just a year or two.
Let's be sure.
You're right.
It makes you wonder how previously, why were we having so many in-person
No.
hearings when this technology has been here?
Right. Especially for small, trivial stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, just jump on the Zoom.
Mm-hmm. You can go a lot of places,
Yep.
as long as they have a good Wi-Fi connection.
Look, you can be somewhere else.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna give her until 9:40 to dial in. I don't know why she, I don't know what the issue could be. All right. This is her not on the phone, but on the device again. I thought we said call. Did I say telephone? Okay. Ms. Lett, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Let's see if we can make it through now. This is People versus Christine Lett, case SP 1086413, count 1, no insurance, count 2, unregistered motor vehicle, 2070417, registered motor vehicle, count 2, no insurance. Ma'am, can you state your name for the record?
My name is Christine Jacqueline Renee Letbay.
Ma'am, I must inform you that you have a right to be physically present in a courtroom for this hearing. Do you want to continue today over Zoom, or would you like an opportunity to be physically present in a courtroom?
I would like an opportunity to be physically present, but
Okay,
I can
Madam
do
Clerk.
this.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
I said, but I can finish this over Zoom.
It is your decision. I cannot make the decision for you. Would you like to be physically present in a courtroom on a future date, or do you want to proceed today over Zoom?
We could proceed over Zoom.
Okay, also on the call, ma'am, is Defense Attorney Tyron Rucker. He's here to give you legal advice and negotiate plea deals on your behalf and advise you on how you can proceed. Would you like to use his services today, ma'am? If the court imposes a cost for his services, it would be no more than $25.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Rucker, if there's a plea offer, the court would accept a plea to 207041702. I'm sorry, 701. The no registration, dismiss the remaining matters unless Ms. Lett was or is now insured on a 1997 Cadillac, as well as a, let me see if there's a different motor vehicle. If there's proof of registration and insurance on a 97 Cadillac, then we'll entertain a motion to dismiss, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Hit join, Ms. Lett. All right, you ready, Mr. Rucker?
Your Honor, I am.
I'll bring your client back in. All right, we're back on the record on People versus Christine Jacqueline Lett. For arraignment purposes, counsel, how are you and your client proceeding?
Your Honor, at this time, my client waives the formal reading and stands mute to the charge.
Court will recall any outstanding warrants, enter a plea of not guilty. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, my client's indicated she'd like to move forward on the proposed plea whereby she would be pleading to unregistered motor vehicle and the other charges would be dismissed. Is that your understanding, Ms. Lett?
Ms. Lett?
Your Honor.
Okay. Are you pleading guilty pursuant to the plea offer, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, if you can raise your right hand, I will swear you in. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
You can lower your hand. Your name for the record, ma'am?
My name for the record is Christine Jacqueline Lett.
Ma'am, it's my understanding you wish to waive your trial rights and tender a plea of guilty pursuant to the plea offer. Is that right?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you give up your trial rights, which include the right to have the prosecutor prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt? You give up the right to testify at your trial, have witnesses appear on your behalf. You give up the right to be silent at your trial, not have your silence used against you, and you give up your right to an automatic appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you are currently on probation or parole, tendering a plea of guilty could impact your status? Do you understand that?
What? I don't understand. What does that mean?
If you are currently on probation or if you are currently on parole, tendering a plea of guilty could impact your status. Does that make sense to you?
I understand.
Okay. Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything other than this plea offer to get you to plead guilty?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
Ma'am, I'll draw your attention back to August 3rd, 2020, 12 o'clock in the morning. Were you operating a 1997 Cadillac in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Was that vehicle unregistered at that time?
Yes.
Counsel, are you satisfied with the factual basis?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is as well satisfied, will accept the guilty plea, will dismiss the remaining matters with the stipulation of probable cause.
So stipulate.
Those matters are dismissed. Counsel, anything you would like to say on your client's behalf?
I did discuss the possibility of fines and costs, and my client indicated any fines and costs, she believes she could pay that today, and I told her how.
All right, ma'am, anything you would like to say prior to the court imposing sentence? You don't have to if you don't want to, and if you choose not to, the court would not hold it against you.
No, there's nothing I can say.
Okay, the court will impose a fine of $25, mandatory court cost of $190. There's a $25 attorney fee. The Secretary of State has imposed four $45 license reinstatement fees. Your all in total, ma'am, is $420. Are you able to pay that, or do you need community service for the court imposed fines and costs?
The total is what, 380 or?
$420.
Okay, I could pay that.
And when can you have that paid off?
By Friday.
Okay, you must pay by the close of business on May 14th. That's Friday. You can pay it online at the 36th District Court website. You can visit a DIVDAT, that's D-I-V-D-A-T payment kiosk. There is one outside of 36th District Court, or you can pay over the phone. Do you need the telephone number?
No, I can pay online. I'll pay
Okay.
online.
Do you have any other issues or questions, Ms. Lett?
No, ma'am.
Okay, that concludes your matter, ma'am. You have a great day and stay safe.
You too. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.